Hello there! You know what? I just found out that season 3, which will be the last season of The Bad Batch, is almost complete and ready for release. Now, of course, Disney hasn't issued a release date yet. But it got me to thinking that, you know what? It's probably time that I go through my Bad Batch Black Series Season 2 figures. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 176, the Star Wars Black Series figures of The Bad Batch, Seasons 1 and 2. In September of 2022, I believe that was maybe episode 103, I featured my collection of the Black Series figures from the Bad Batch TV series. At that time, I only had 6 of the figures. Well, the Season 2 figures have finally been released just recently, and I also have some more of Season 1 figures. Well, you know, I like this television series. I like the characters. So, of course, I wanted to add as many figures as I could to my collection. Unfortunately, all of the Season 2 figures are in Hasbro's plastic-free packaging, which means they are no longer have the clear windows in them. So I know I have stated in the past that I'm not going to buy or any action figures in this plastic-free packaging. Well, I broke my own promise to myself, and I bought them because I wanted them. I wanted to have the series for the Black Series. And I do like that Hasbro is going to bring the windows back. So hopefully when the Season 3 figures come out, they'll have windows in them so we can actually see the figures. Well, I thought when we get started here, after I tell you to please like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notifications bell, I thought it might be a good idea, seeing that it's been over a year since I've talked about the Black Series Bad Batch figures, that maybe we just do a real quick review of the first 6 that I had. The first one, of course, would be Hunter. And next, we would have Crosshair. We have an Elite Squad Trooper, which is 1, 2, 3. Number 4 was Tech. Number 5 is Wrecker. Now, number 6, I'm missing. I never saw number 6 in the store. And I believe that is, it's either Commander Cody or Commander Rex. I forget which one, but I'm missing that one. Never saw him in the store. I have looked a little bit at the third-party sales on eBay and stuff. I'm not paying those prices for that one. So I have a feeling I'm probably going to be stuck with a hole in my collection. The 6th one from that particular series is number 10, Omega. So yeah, I had 6 to start with. And granted, between 5 and 10, I was missing a few. But I have found most of those, which we're going to go over now. Let me get these out of the way. All right, like I said, I'm missing Commander someone. And I know those of you probably know it right off the top of your head which one it is. I just didn't want to go look it up quick. I just want to talk about the stuff I have now. So the next one I have in line is number 7, the Imperial Clone Shock Trooper. Originally founded during the Clone Wars as security police for the Coruscant government facilities and bodyguards for Republic representatives, this group of clones, known as shock troopers, now operate as elite forces of the Empire. And as we look at this one, we can see this is a very well done shock trooper. I do like the coloring scheme of it. Comes with 2 accessories, his long-range rifle and a blaster. I just like the way it looks. I think it is a very good figure to be part of this series from the Bad Batch. So that was number 7. Number 8 is Vice Admiral Rampart. After the fall of the Republic, Vice Admiral Rampart is assigned to oversee the clone troopers on Kamino by Governor Tarkin. Rampart has eagerly taken to this role in the new galactic empire as it aims to instill order in the galaxy. Yeah, if you've watched the series, you know what kind of Imperial officer Rampart is. As we look at this figure, we can see he comes with 2 accessories. He has a blaster and a mouse droid, which is a nice accessory to have for a new figure. So what do you think of Vice Admiral Rampart? I think it's a good one to have as part of the collection. So 7, 8, yes, I do have number 9, which happens to be Crosshair. Kind of funny that he wasn't in the first 6 there. Now this is the Imperial Crosshair. Formerly a member of the Bad Batch, Crosshair's loyalties shift after his team defects from Imperial service. Committed to the Empire, Crosshair leads a new squad of enlisted recruits. And as we can see with this figure, he does come with a backpack and his long rifle. I mean, this has got to be one of the biggest rifles of any character in the Black Series, period. Very nice figure, though. As you can see, nothing but dark. You're not going to see Crosshair in the evening at all, or at the nighttime. I just realized I'm missing number 10, because the next one I have here is number 11, which happens to be Echo. Echo was a soldier in the Grand Army of the Republic, known for his strict adherence to orders and rules. Hence his nickname, which was sarcastically gifted by his clone brothers. And when we look at Echo, we can see, yes, he is missing his right arm, but has some neat attachments in place of it. He comes with a detachable helmet, a blaster, and some sort of gizmo there. I'm not quite sure what it was. It's been a little while since I've watched this one. So I'm not quite sure what this little gizmo here is. I'm sure it has something to do with tech. So there is number 11. Number 12 happens to be Cad Bane, the Braca version of Cad Bane. Famed bounty hunter Cad Bane has earned his reputation as someone who will take any job for the right price. The rise of the Empire and the elimination of the Jedi creates a surge of business for this unscrupulous hunter. As we look him over, not a whole lot of accessories with him. Basically, he comes with 2 different blasters, and that is about it. But overall, still a really good looking figure. I do like it. Well, let's get these out of the way because that finishes off season 1. And let's get into the figures from season 2. Now with the season 2 figures, I got to the store fast enough this time and I was able to get all 6 of them that have been recently released. So let's start off with number 13, which happens to be a Clone Commando. And yeah, like I said, no window to show you the action figure, but all I can show you really is the graphic here that they put on the front of the box. With reinforced heavy armor, an enhanced technical display visor, and a powerful DC-17M blaster rifle, the Clone Commander is one of the most elite troopers in the Clone Army. I do like the design of this Clone Trooper, and I wish we could see it. But from the looks of it, about the only accessory he's got is his blaster. But still, a nice looking figure. Maybe someday I'll actually sit down and open it. The next one we have is the extra wide one again. Some people would call it deluxe. And if you're a wrecker, you can't help but be anything deluxe as far as an action figure goes. Far stronger than the average clone, Wrecker barrels through any obstacle thrown his way. He's also the resident demolitions expert, a job he performs with much enthusiasm. From the looks of the Wrecker figure here, it looks like about the only accessories we have are probably a removable helmet, his blaster, and there might, I guess that is a knife. He's got a knife. So when we look at the edge here, we can see he's got a helmet, a knife, a blaster, and a backpack. So 4 accessories with Wrecker. A little heavier than the other, and that's because Wrecker. And I suppose because Wrecker's so big, they're going to call him a deluxe figure. That way we can get more money from him, right, Hasbro? By the way, this one cost me $27.97, so about 30 bucks. I thought it was bad enough when the deluxe is worth 25 bucks. The next one, number 15, is Hunter in his mercenary gear. After all, in the first series, they were still wearing Imperial armor. Now we've kind of changed things up a bit. Hunter, leader of the Bad Batch, is a strong and stoic soldier with extraordinarily keen senses that give him an edge when tracking down his targets. And what do we have for extras with Hunter? Well, from the looks of the edge here again, that's what I'm basing it on. If you've opened these up, you can probably verify whether this is correct or not. But from the edge here, it looks like he comes with 2 blasters, a knife, removable helmet, and backpack. So we've even got more than this guy, but yet this one was $27.97. So I guess they were the same price. I guess that's the going rate now for action figures from the looks of it. The next one is Tech. I always liked Tech. I thought Tech was a cool character, and he had some nice character development in Season 2. Tech is the Bad Batch's computer specialist. With his data analysis skills, he can puzzle through technical issues at speeds even faster than some droids. What do we get with Tech? Well, it looks like we get removable helmet, 1 blaster, and a backpack. So a little bit less than the other guys, but still some nice accessories. And as we can see here again, he also is wearing his mercenary gear. The next one we have is Echo, also wearing his mercenary gear. Former ARC Trooper Echo's knowledge of proper military tactics and strategy provides valuable insight, while his socket arm and cybernetic implants give him the unique ability to interact with computer systems. And we see that quite a bit. In fact, in a way, these two kind of started maybe overlapping a little bit with their specialities to a certain extent. Not completely, but a little bit here and there. What do we have with Echo? Well, from the looks of the sides here, we have a blaster, a removable helmet, and a backpack. Pretty much the same as Tech. The last one of this series, I'm sure you've probably guessed, well, it could be one of 2. We are missing 2 yet that are really known for the Bad Batch TV series. But of course, we got all the brothers. We better have the sister too. And that would be Omega, also in her mercenary gear. So it's kind of nice that they all come with the mercenary gear. But I would like to see what they look like with a window, Hasbro. Young clone Omega travels in tow with her brothers, the Bad Batch. Armed with her trusty energy bow, she is indispensable on their adventures across a rapidly changing galaxy. And when we look at the side here, we can see she's got her bow. Looks like she's got some sort of backpack there. And she's got a different face or a different head that can be applied, which is kind of nice. I guess the reason for it is because, as we can see here, she is wearing a helmet. And if we look at the side, we can see that the other head is non-helmeted, just her hair flowing. So kind of a nice little feature there for her. So there we have the 6 figures of the Bad Batch, featuring their mercenary gear, and of course, 1 clone commander. Now I have a feeling there's probably going to be some more of these coming out yet, just because we're missing Crosshair, and probably a couple other characters that are, shall we say, a little overdue for a figure. So we'll see what happens. I got a feeling somebody out there probably already knows what's coming at some point down the road. But this is what I know of at the moment. My Bad Batch collection is growing rather nicely. I'm hoping when the next ones come out to add on to this end that we are going to have clear windows once again. Oh, by the way, let me get these out of the way because that reminds me. I've got a special one to show you that was for a recent holiday. The one for the recent holiday happens to be the Wookiee Halloween Edition. And I was able to get this on sale at a very reasonable price. I think I picked this up for less than what a vintage collection figure costs nowadays. In fact, I got this for $9.99, less than $10. So, what did I do? Well, of course, it's so cheap. had to buy a second one. And these are heavy, but it's a Wookiee. Wookiees are always heavy because they are so big and so heavy. Now, from the looks of it, this Wookiee, he comes with a sidekick and I guess you could say, a Halloween basket in the shape of one of those ice cream makers that we now know are safes to carry valuables in. So, seeing that we got two, one thing I'm going to do it. I am going to do it. We are going to open one of these and find out what this figure looks like. And I'm going to find out exactly what the packaging is like inside of one of these. Two little pieces of tape held it in place, so very easy to cut. All right, we have a little cardboard sheath here to fold it out with. And we open, oh, isn't that cute? They packaged it in Halloween paper. Isn't that nice? Keeping with the theme. Well, we have the little bag here, and it looks like this has the little ice cream maker in it. I'm sorry, the little safety packaging type thing. And maybe it looks like a bar of Beskar? Could be. And of course, in this bag, we have the little sidekick, which, you know what? I think we've got to open it to find out what the little sidekick looks like. Kind of a cute little figure. You probably can't see it very well. I don't know what this thing is called. I don't recall seeing him in any TV show, probably in the background somewhere that I missed. But kind of a cute little figure. Now, let's unwrap this mummified Wookiee. And I have to say, looking at this guy, he is a great looking Wookiee. As far as articulation goes, of course, we have it at the shoulders. We can move a little at the elbow, but not a whole lot on that one. This one is very little articulation, and the reason for it is the fur, which is hard plastic on this figure, kind of covers the elbow, so it's kind of limiting its movement a bit. We also have a little bit of movement at the wrist, but there again, not a whole lot because the fur's getting in the way. We do have movement at the waist. We do have movement to kick up, and we have a little bit at the knee, as you can see here. And I think there's supposed to be a little movement at the foot here, but it's very hard to do because there again, the plastic representing the fur of the leg covers part of the foot. As far as the back of the figure goes, you can see he's got a nice vest, leather something. He's got, I like his belt with the different pouches on it. Quite a few pouches, actually. So overall, I do like this figure. Now, I'm just wondering if this little guy can actually sit on his shoulder. Now, it does look as if there is a hook back here to hook something in. I'm not sure what would hook in there. Not really see any accessories for other than this, and maybe that's where this little guy clips in or something. Yeah, I guess you can put his leg back there and hold him into place so you can see him over the shoulder like that. So, a nice figure. I do like this figure. And you know what? As long as I open the other one, we may as well open this one too and see what the safe looks like. So basically looks like a Halloween pumpkin. And from the looks of it, the sides do open. Actually, it looks like all three sides do open so that you can put your Beskar inside of it. And then close it all up. And you're ready to take it wherever. Now, one thing I have noticed about this really quickly is this is about as cheap as plastic as you can get. So as far as accessories go, they skimped on this. Because even now, when I try closing it up, it does not close up nice and tight. Very cheap accessory. Very nice figure. Cheap accessory. Well, there we go. Like I said, bought 2 of those. Time for you to leave a comment. What did you like best about this particular video? Did you like Series 1 of the Bad Batch or Series 2 of the Bad Batch? Or do you prefer the Halloween Wookiee? Leave a comment. Let me know. Before I sign off, I just got to read you something. I had 3 people who left a comment after the last video. If you remember, the last 2 videos dealt with the Black Series Archives figure. So I maybe should apologize for having 3 Black Series videos in a row, but I know there are a lot of fans of the Black Series out there. But let me do a quick job here and read about the 3 people who commented on episode 175, the Black Series Archive figures, the Empire, the Soldiers, and the Dangerous Ones. Marvin McBride, 8404, wrote, I have them all, but you can never have enough troopers. That's about the truth, you know? B. Davis, 24 fan, wrote, I actually have the Commander Cody and the Dengar. Been trying to get some of the other figures. Some are actually at the Ollies I work at. Unfortunately, I missed out on the 501st Trooper, and I still need to get him. Also, Darth Revan is from the Knights of the Old Republic games. I had a feeling he was from a video game. And the third one we had is from the Montrose family, 8641. And they write, another great video. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you. And thank you all for writing and leaving a comment. I do appreciate them. And I do appreciate it if you hit that subscription and that like button. So, now, until next time, may the Force be with you and keep collecting!